Chicago is one of the greatest cities in the United States, from music to museums, and it's no different when it comes to the city's fashion. Shopping is my favorite thing to do, especially when it's in Chicago. I'm going to take you on a little trip to see the highs and lows in some of the most popular stores in Chicago. Let's start off with the H&M on State Street. The H&M on State Street has really cute clothes and it has a lot of options, but it's not the best options in Chicago as far as H&M goes. The prices may vary, but they're mainly reasonable prices and the quality tends to be okay. They're usually a bit unorganized, but the workers there are really nice. Next at the Forever 21, they have really cute clothes, but they're usually low quality and cheap, which is okay because it's fast fashion and you'll probably throw it away next season. This is my second favorite Forever 21 in Chicago because they have a wide selection of clothing there, but it almost has too much inventory where you can barely walk. They are always organizing and stocking, so it's most likely going to be organized whenever you go in there. Next door is Urban Outfitters. The clothes there are really cute, but they're also really expensive. The space is pretty open, so you have a lot of area to move. Because of all the open space, there's not many clothing there, and the options are pretty limited, but they tend to have good options. The store itself is sometimes controversial as far as what clothing they sell and how they market themselves, so if that's a problem for you, this might not be the place for you. Also, the clothes are pretty trendy there, so you might just want to skip it and go to Forever 21. Across the street is American Apparel. American Apparel is also really cute but really expensive, but it's expensive because the clothing is American made and the store tends to be very ethical. So if you're looking for an ethical store, you might want to spend a little bit more money and go to American Apparel. It has a good amount of inventory there, but the merchandise doesn't really change. Only a few things change every season and they tend to stick to staples. The workers there tend to be kind of rude and they kind of make you feel uncomfortable sometimes. So if you don't like that, then you might not want to go here. Next on Michigan Avenue is a two-story Forever 21. This is my favorite Forever 21 in Chicago because they have loads of options and they tend to have the best selection out of everything. They also have a good plus size section with a lot of cute and affordable clothes, which you don't tend to find a lot, so Forever 21 is a good place for that, and the workers there are the nicest workers I've ever met. Next up is Zara. Zara is my favorite store ever, so I might be a little biased here, but it's a three-story Zara. They have a ton of options, and they're all so cute. The clothing there tends to be high quality, but the prices are a little high, but they tend to be decent. And they also have a section that's more affordable than everything else, and it's geared more towards young women. On the day I went, it was a mess, but that was because the store was crazy busy with lines almost out the door. Down a few blocks is Topshop. This is one of the first 3 Topshops that were put into the US. Topshop, I would say, has the perfect amount of inventory. They have items in the store where you have a ton of options to choose from, but not too many where you feel like you're being consumed by the clothing. The clothing quality varies, and the prices tend to be a bit high, but the workers there are so nice and they're always happy to help you, and you can tell they really love working there. Next store is H&M. This is my favorite H&M in Chicago with 3 stories. They tend to have great options and you can tend to find something for everyone there. In the water tower, there's a Forever 21. This is my least favorite Forever 21 in Chicago because the clothing selection tends to be basic and sometimes a little outdated, and it tends to be a little unorganized. And the final store is American Eagle, which is also in Water Tower. Clothing tends to be average quality, and the prices are okay. They have a nice selection for the size of the store, and the workers are always more than happy to help you out with anything you need.